I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers.
Hey there, dreamer, let's get it. Welcome to The Collection. Now, The Collection is a segment that's on my channel that is based on the things that I collect. Remember to like and subscribe, and please excuse my voice, I have a cold. What you have in front of you right now is Parasite Eve. Now, Parasite Eve, the game, is one of the very first games that I ever played on the PS1. After playing the game, I found out that there was a novel that the game was sort of based on, and there's a movie, which is right here in front of you. The movie is based off of the novel. Now, the movie and the novel are not blow by blow. The movie is a little bit different. There's some things that they changed about it. Now, the movie is based on a biologist. His name is Toshoki, I believe. I will probably mess up these names, so forgive me. His name is Toshoki. He is a biologist, and he's interested in mitochondria and the liver cells and so on and so forth. He has a wife by the name of Kaomi, and this wife is kind of the birth of Eve. She kind of brings about Eve in a way. And then he has an assistant by the name of Saoko, I believe, and she wants to get a good grade on her paper, and she's helping the biologist. She finds out later that the cells that are used that Eve comes about through is from his wife. Now, in the movie, something happens with his wife. His wife, unbeknownst to her, has been influenced by the presence of Eve. Now, Eve is something that's inside of her. It's the mitochondria, or if you're in Star Wars, it might be the midichlorians. We don't talk about midichlorians, right? In any case, the Eve that is inside of his wife, she influences his wife to do certain things. And one of those certain things was to donate her organs, because the Eve wants to be able to get into another body to bring about the ultimate being and so forth, okay? Now, the wife, she did love her husband, like authentically loved her husband, but the attraction to the husband was because of the influence from Eve, okay? So Eve influenced the person of Kaomi to fall in love with the biologist. However, she actually did love him, and that is going to play a part later on in the movie, which brings us to the game. Now, in the game, you're going to meet a doctor that's from overseas that's going to help out with the whole situation that's happening in the video game known as Parasite Eve. While he's talking to Aya and everybody, he's going to talk about an event that happened overseas. The event that happened overseas is the movie. This is the Parasite Eve event. Now, you might be wondering about the collection, like, where am I going? Where is my end game for all of this? Now, for me, I want to collect the Parasite Eve 1, which I have, and then I want to get Parasite Eve 2, and I want to get the Third Birthday. I also wanted to get the movie, which I have. I may get the book, perhaps, because the book, the price is getting like up there for that. And another rule that I have with my collection is that I like to try to find things in the wild, okay? That means garage sales, estate sales, that type of thing. When people put, hey, we're having a big yard sale, whatever, I like to go to those to find out if they have the kind of stuff that I like to collect. Is such as this. Now, in the collection, you will notice, especially when it comes to the games or movies or anything of that nature, that I have to kind of piece together from different sources, okay? Because, like, I might get a game that has a wonderful case and everything, but the disc might be messed up. Now, this one's nice. This is, you'll see that right there. But I have to go and find other discs to replace the ones that are damaged, or find a new booklet if that's missing, so on and so forth. Okay, and then sometimes these games come with like a demo, and if you want to finish the collection, like this one here has a demo. Now I had to get this separately. I had to find this separately because I had a case that I, reconstructed the case. And by reconstructed, I mean, different pieces and parts to bring it all together. Found different discs, made sure that they could be the best quality that they could be. Then I clean it all up and put it on here. Now you'll see that this disc here is kind of scratchy and whatnot, okay? And it's acceptable, but it's not at the same quality as the other discs. So I would like to find a replacement for this disc and to put it in there, okay? Now, what ends up happening with my extra stuff is I will put the extra stuff together. Those are the ones that have the scratches and the bits and the pieces, and I put it together as a, as a full thing. So I might, from the spare parts, I may actually come up with a new, another Parasite EVE complete like this. But it'll have all the, the disc will be scratched, or this will be damaged, or so on and so forth. Now, I don't sell my collectible stuff. That's not the purpose. I tried to get it to this point to where I can preserve it. Eventually, I will probably shrink wrap this thing, put a little label on there that it's not, that it's not original store. Like I'll have a little card that I cleaned this and refurbished it, basically. In case, in the future, once I'm gone from this world. But in any case, I want to preserve it. So the stuff that is the scratched ones and everything, I'll take those ones and possibly sell those off, and then take that and use it to go find, other stuff, go to other garage sales. So that's how I kind of fund it. But it's a really fun thing to go around and find stuff in the wild. Now, do I find everything 100% in the wild? No. Sometimes I go to eBay. Sometimes I go to, the different type of video game exchange type places, and I'll find what I'm looking for there. Or I'll purchase, there might be something that I'm completely not interested in, but it has a wonderful case, you know what I mean? And the case is from back in the day when the cases, you'll notice that PlayStation games, their cases were thicker, like they were sturdier. If you go to buy brand new cases today, like if you went on to eBay or Amazon and you wanted to go buy new cases, those CD cases are like, they're flimsy. They're not very nice, and not like it was back in the day with the whole PlayStation jewel cases. They were thicker. So I look for those. I'll find CDs or even just games that I'm not interested in, but they have like a wonderful case, and I'll purchase it just for that case, and get it at a discount. Obviously, I'm talking like a couple dollars. So you get it that case, and then dissect it all and say, okay, well, I'm gonna put this here, put that there. So that is what the collection is about. And you might wonder, what else do I collect? Well, you're going to see as it goes along. If there's any Star Wars fans out there, I got some stuff coming along that way. But that's what the collection will be about. As far as if you see the title, if you see anything that says collection, that's what these videos will be about. So I hope that you enjoy. Please like and subscribe down below. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Get your Parasite EVE on.